What's happening from New York City? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying healthy and I hope you're all staying safe. Today's short vid is about a practice that actually I started quite some time ago, and I found that its effects and its benefits are even showing up more profoundly for me in this time of quarantine and confinement. And this technique and strategy is called batching. Now, I first started batching initially when I noticed I was sitting down to a task, like say I'm designing education, and then I'd be like, ooh, let me check my emails over here, and then I check this, and then I check my text messages over here, and I'm kind of bouncing from task to task to task to task. And I was looking around and I noticed that I wasn't being as productive as I could, number one. Number two, I wasn't utilizing my time as efficiently as I could. And number three, I felt like I was on a hamster wheel, kind of running crazy because I kept going from task to task to task to task to task. So, what I started doing was I started batching first my emails. I started saying, listen, I'm going to check it 3 times a day. I'm going to check it once in the morning so that I'm aware of what's going on and I can address it. I'm going to check it once midday so that I can address any responses or any business that may have taken place from the morning till that time. Then I'm going to check it at the close of the day so that I can make sure I can close off any business that is going on during that day so that I make sure that I can enter into the next day ready to rock without having to bring anything from the prior day with me. That's the way it all began. Now, the way it's showing up today is super important, right? Because when we're stuck in these type of situations where we're quarantined, we're stuck in our homes, we're stuck in our apartments, the fact of the matter is all of a sudden time runs away from us. We'll be starting with Netflix. Next thing we know, we've been sitting there for 6 hours watching the same show. We can sit there totally non-productive, not utilizing our time in the best possible way. And now, mind you, and this is super important, the best possible way isn't necessarily all work and all career. All right, and you're going to see what I mean when I describe to you how I batch today. So this is the way I started the batch today. From the time I woke up to 12 noon, that's me and my girlfriend's time. What do? We wake up. We make our celery juice, the way we start every day. We do our meditation. We do a little workout. We make our oatmeal. We drink our coffee, and then we watch a program. That's what goes on till noon. And then at noon, boom, work time. So the way this work time started for me today, the first 2 hours, and I batch in 2 hours. That's the way I like to batch. Gives me enough time so that I can get those creative juices going, get my mind going, really accomplish something, yeah? An hour, I don't know, I may just start getting going and then I'm gonna move over to the next thing. It's not long enough. So I like 2 hours, sometimes 3, depending on how much I need to accomplish. Anyway, the next 2 hours from 12 to 2, which lasted a little bit longer because iMovie is crazy frustrating. I was all about editing some of my tutorials and some of the videos that I've taken and making sure that I can add titles and all that kind of nonsense. So that's what lasted till that time. Then, after that, I took a break with me and my girlfriend. We had some lunch. We had a little lunch in the apartment, obviously, because God knows we can't leave it, right? And we had a little lunch. And then I hopped on a quick call with Andrea and Josie, the 2 owners of Broome Street Society, the salon in which I work, in which we masterminded, we plotted, and we schemed ways in which we can continue education for our team, for the assistants in Broome Street Society, you know, while we're in the midst of this quarantine confined situation that really doesn't have we don't have a solid end time. But we do know that we still have to serve our teams, and we still do know that we need to stay connected with them and engaged with them so that when those gates do open and those horses are out to the races, we are ready to rock and we're not just starting to get into that gallop, yeah? Cool. And then after we did that little call, boom, guess what? Now we're on the next 2 hours. And this is what the next 2 hours looks like. Looks like me filming videos. Looks like me developing content, posting, dealing with my digital social media so that I stay connected to the larger family and community as well, the industry, making sure that I'm serving, making sure that I'm sharing things that I think are of value. I hope you all do too. And making sure that even though we are all separated physically, that we do not stay separated mentally, emotionally, creatively, supportively, and any other Lee that you could think of, right? And in that respect, that's the way I'm able to take the time to do this. Now, after this batch is done, it'll be about 6 o'clock, and then day is closed down. And me and my girlfriend, we're gonna make some food, we're gonna sit down and watch a program, we're gonna share a little witty repartee, we're gonna do our thing, you know, and really connect and really spend some time engaging with each other. Do you know the truth of the matter is please, none of us are living in a dream right now. And, you know, time is a gift. if we use it wisely. And we can use it wisely for our careers, and we can use it wisely to connect with those people that, quite frankly, when we're working, we wished we had the time to connect with for a longer period of time, and with a less distracted and more present mind frame, yeah? And so batching will allow you to do all of that and maximize really your productivity and maximize the quality of time that you spend in any arena in which you choose to spend it. I hope this is super useful. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and please use this gift of time to the best of your abilities. Because when this is done, and it will be done, you're gonna be begging for this time again. Take care of yourselves. Have a great one. Later.